In a world that rotates with cash, that you need money to make anything happen, it's always essential that we plan carefully for it, for we do not know when our cash flow will be interrupted. It's inevitable that one has to prepare. So, how do we prepare for this? For one, we know that for most people, how they get their income is normally through one way, which is called a salary. And there are three types of salaries that you are presented to as a worker, or someone who works, someone who rents, someone who provides a service. So you have a basic salary, which is the figure agreed upon between a company and its employee, without factoring in the bonuses, overtime, or any kind of extra compensation. Then you've got gross salary, which is the amount of salary after totaling all the benefits and allowance, but before deducting any tax. Then you've got your final pay. This is the one that you take home, which is a net salary, which is the amount of take home pay remaining after all withholding and deductions have been removed from a person's salary. So that's what you go home with. That's the final amount that's written on your pay slip. So as Teddy takes time to think about what he's just learned, we've got the next step, which is how do we put it all together? So first of all, we've got income that comes in, that's money coming in. And then we've got what we call our savings, that's the money that remains. And now, after we get our savings, what can we do to invest this money? Now that spending or investing becomes an expense to our savings account, the money is going out. And then now what are we going to, where is our expenses going into? So I thought we'll look at a few things. First of all, to keep the pot full, we have to have what is known as the cash flow, which is money going in and money coming back in. So today I thought, or today's idea is mainly how do we do that while we are working? How do we invest while actively still working, so that we have our pot filling in twice now? So we've got our income and we've got our investments. So how do we do that? So while we wait, please like and subscribe, because that's an important part to this channel. It helps me go. It's feedback from you guys. So we're looking at housing, we're looking at property, we're looking at investing in property. So one of the best way to invest in property while also looking after yourself is to invest in a multi-residential setup, which means you're going to accommodate 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 or even 10 individuals or families in that plot or stand. There are different styles. You've got 2-bedroom plans, it's just simple layouts, 2 bedrooms, a bathroom, a living, a kitchen. If you want, you can drop it to 1-bedroom setups, which even has a balcony. But the most cost effective would be a 2-bedroom setup. And this can be high class, low class, it doesn't really matter. All that matters is you have your property that you can live in, and you can build 5 of them, move into one, lease out the other 4, and you'll be amazed by how much you would have made. And look at the math, and you now have income. So a year later, you realize that you have 120,000 in your savings account, and now this can now take over your medical aid, your home insurance, your car maintenance, etc. So that now relieves off a lot of pressure of your salary that you're earning from your job, and it allows you to now to redirect it to other more important things that you'd want to do in life. So that, I hope that has helped someone. I hope it has reminded you of what's important, that this build assets and not liabilities. It's not a race, it's a marathon. So let's keep at it. So what's the takeaway for today? It's basically to remind us that we need to invest in assets so that the assets can generate wealth for us in the long term. So that when you get to a point where you no longer need to work for income, there will be self sustaining assets that will allow you to live a comfortable life, regardless of what's going on around the world, or regardless of what may have happened. You will still have enough saved and stashed away for a rainy day. So keep hustling, keep trying, keep learning. We'll get there someday.